Hi, my name's Bill Hill. I'm the principal timpanist of the Colorado Symphony. Also compose a lot of music for the Colorado Symphony, and those are two of my favorite things in the world to do. These big instruments you see right here are called kettle drums, also known as timpani, and they're really, really fun to play. They can play about as loud as anybody in the orchestra and also about as soft. The four drums have different sounds, which you'll hear in just a moment. And the sticks I have up right now are just a medium, hard, soft stick. And he'll show you over here in the course of a symphonic concert, I may use 7 or 8 or 9 different pairs of sticks. This is my set of sticks that I keep here in the concert hall. And there's actually about 35 sets of sticks there, and every single pair sounds different. So maybe just for starters, I'll demonstrate a little bit of the different sticks. As I said, this is a medium pair of sticks. Ring a long time also. It's important for us to have that technique to stop the sound. I'll give you now a few notes with a really soft set of sticks. The soft sticks are not designed to actually play softer, they just give a different attack sound when I hit the drum. You can hear the difference. Listen to how this sounds. And now here's a harder or medium hard stick. Quite a different sound. And now here's a still harder stick. And as I said, the hard stick can play soft. So the hardness is really not a function of sound, or of loudness of sound. It's just a different sound when you hit the drum. And then here are the hardest sticks we ever use. They're actually a little wooden ball. So that's a quick little tour of the sticks. I'm going to go back to my medium sticks, and maybe JJ can show you the pedals down here. Each drum has its own pedal, and each drum can play a whole series of notes. I was just playing an A on this drum, and it can go down like around an F and actually play a scale. Switch to a different drum, I can actually complete that major scale. And each drum has that possibility of playing many, many different notes. Sometimes one of the cool, fun effects on the drum is called the glissando, where we slide from one note to another. We can slide while we're playing a roll. So that's kind of a general idea of the many different sounds on the timpani. One other thing I wanted to show, we sometimes mute the drums. These are just little cloths These are particularly excellent. They were designed by a friend of mine that plays in the Cleveland Orchestra, and the little pieces of felt have a magnet on them, so it sticks it to the rim of the metal rim of the drum. And here's the sound again without the mute. And here's the sound with the mute. And if I use all the drums without the mutes, everything rings a lot. And then you'll hear, if I put the mutes on, it's a little more subtle sound. So the drums don't ring together near as much. I don't really. When I was younger, of course, until I got used to doing it all the time, I did. But again, I was really lucky. I played a lot of sports in high school, so I got used to being under a little bit of pressure with an audience in front of me, and of course playing music all through high school also. So it's really not an issue for me. I guess the biggest thing I always try to remember is that I'm doing this because I enjoy playing or conducting, and I enjoy having my own compositions played. And so there might be a little bit of nerves, but the whole idea is I'm enjoying this, and I hope I'm sharing my enjoyment with everyone in the audience and with everyone else on stage. So if you kind of get that type of idea in your head that this is just about sharing something that you love, there's really no reason to have performance nerves. For me, I love being a musician so much, the practice part of it is actually my favorite thing. And if you would ask my wife or when my kids were younger, they would kind of say, well, when do you not practice? Usually one of the first things during the day, unless I have to come down here to a rehearsal, and of course then that's practice also. But I spend most of my day playing music, whether it's different types of drums. I really love playing many different types of drum instruments. I have a big collection of drums from all over the world in my home. So I play Brazilian drums and African drums and Middle Eastern drums and just all kinds of different instruments, and I love doing that. Can I just say everything? I love playing music, I love listening to it, I love sharing it with other people, and especially right now as we're all confined to our homes for the most part. Music is something that brings me great joy, as also do the visual arts. All those things are very important, I think, to the human existence, and it's just a joy for all of us to be able to share something of ourselves. For young people wanting to go into music, or wanting to go into any art for that matter, or really whatever endeavor they choose to go into, I would just say try to find something that you really love to do and that brings you pleasure to your soul and something that is meaningful to you. And that's what you should pursue, and pursue it as deeply as you can. For me, all my life it's been drums and piano and other types of music, many types of music. But I guess the most important thing for a young person is if you really love music, then find out what you love in music and how you like to enjoy it. Maybe you like playing in a rock band, or maybe you like symphonic music, or maybe you like to play the piano by yourself. Whatever brings you joy, I think, is the most important advice for young people studying music.